If you are a senior citizen, you're probably missing out on several secret benefits that can improve your retirement life. In this video, the first of two, we'll reveal some of the hidden perks and advantages that you may not know about, but are entitled to as a senior. From healthcare and financial benefits to travel and entertainment perks, we'll cover it all. We've gathered information from several references, including articles, videos, reports, and guides from organizations you trust. We're pulling out the key info so you can get a handle on what's available and how it might fit your situation. And this isn't just some general overview. We're tailoring this specifically for you, our viewers. So please watch to the end to discover secrets to make the most of your golden years. Let's begin with something fundamentally important. 1. Financial security. There are quite a few programs out there designed to provide safety nets and help manage those everyday costs. And a really fantastic starting point is a tool called BenefitsCheckUp, TPS, benefitscheckup.org/. BenefitsCheckUp R is a comprehensive online tool created by the National Council on Aging, NCOA. It connects older adults and people with disabilities with over 2,000 public and private benefits programs for healthcare, food, utilities, and more. Think of it like a personalized finder for benefits. You put in some basic information and it tries to connect you with potentially over 2,000 public and private programs that could offer help. It covers a huge range of topics. Healthcare programs help with affording medicines, food, utilities, housing assistance, even employment programs sometimes. Millions of older adults and people with disabilities have already used it to find support they didn't know they qualified for. The website is benefitscheckup.org. You can think of it like a personalized finder for benefits. Beyond this main hub, here are some specific financial assistance programs you should know about. 2. Medicare Savings Programs, MSP. Medical expenses is the #1 issue that can destroy financial security after 60. There are Medicare Savings Programs, MSP, state-run programs to help people with limited income and assets pay for some of their medical costs. Unfortunately, prescription drugs are not included, but it can help with things like premiums, deductibles, and coinsurance payments. MSPs can sometimes even help pay that lead enrollment penalty for Medicare. That could be a huge relief for some folks. There are actually 4 different types of MSPs: QMB, Qualified Medicare Beneficiary; SLMB, Specified Low-Income Medicare Beneficiary; QI, Qualifying Individual; and QDWI, Qualified Disabled Working Individuals. So help is potentially out there, but finding it is the hard part, like that needle in a haystack. But the main thing to remember is, even if you didn't qualify for, say, regular Medicare, you might still be eligible for one of the Medicare Savings Programs. So eligibility might be wider than people think. Where can someone go to find out if they qualify? Your State Health Insurance Assistance Program, SHIP, is probably the best place to start. They offer free, unbiased counseling and will also know the specifics for your state. You can find their contact info at www.shipcenter.org or call the helpline 1-877-839-2675, and your Medicare office can also help. 3. Prescription Drug Help, Extra Help, LS. We mentioned earlier that prescription drugs aren't covered by MSPs, a massive concern for seniors. What help then is available for prescription costs? Medicare Part D, the prescription drug part, has a program called the Low Income Subsidy, LIS, more commonly known as Extra Help. This program helps people with limited income and savings pay for their prescription drug costs. So, Extra Help assists with those often high prescription costs, like monthly premiums, deductibles, and co-payments at the pharmacy. And what's really helpful is that some people actually get this extra help automatically. If you're already enrolled in programs like Medicare, SSI, or a Medicare Savings Program, you usually get enrolled in Extra Help automatically. And another big plus, if you qualify for Extra Help, you get more flexibility. You can join a Medicare drug plan or switch plans at any time during the year. You don't have to wait for that fall open enrollment period. And you won't pay a late enrollment penalty. That flexibility could be critical if someone's medication needs to suddenly be changed. Now, if someone qualifies for Extra Help but hasn't picked a drug plan yet, there is a safety net for that. It's called LINet, the Limited Income Newly Eligible Transition Program. If you show proof you've been approved for Extra Help, the pharmacy can often enroll you right there. It gives you temporary drug coverage until you choose a permanent plan. That's really good to know there are these transitional supports. So for people who think they might qualify but don't get it automatically, the Social Security Administration handles the application. You can access them at this link, www.socialsecurity.gov extra help, or call Social Security directly at 1-800-772-1234. 4. Supplemental Security Income, SSI. This is a federal program that provides monthly cash payments for people 65 or older, who are blind or disabled, and with very low income and savings. The specific requirements to join SSI are minimum age 65, meet the Social Security disability criteria, and income and assets below certain low limits. It's really meant as a safety net for those with significant financial needs. You generally need to contact your local Social Security office to start the application process. You can get more information by calling 1-800-772-1213. You can also check their website, www.socialsecurity.gov. 5. Senior Tax Assistance. Taxes can be a real headache for anyone, especially seniors on a fixed income. What resources are available to seniors for tax help? There's a program called Tax Counseling for the Elderly, TCE. It offers free tax help specifically for people aged 60 and older. Trained volunteers, often through nonprofits, provide free tax counseling, and they can help prepare basic income tax returns. You can go to the IRS Tax Helpline for individuals, which is 1-800-829-140. Ask them about the TCE program and where you can find a local contact. You can also search tax counseling on the IRS site, www.irs.gov. That should lead you to information about both TCE and a similar program called VITA, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. 6. Free or low-cost legal aid. Sometimes seniors face legal issues, including problems with housing, scams, or benefit denials. Legal help can be very expensive. Are there affordable options? There are legal aid services specifically geared towards older adults. They often provide free or low-cost help for civil legal problems, like housing issues, foreclosure, defense, problems with accessing benefits. They can sometimes also help with really important planning documents, like healthcare directives or powers of attorney. That's a vital resource. Is there an age requirement for this kind of legal aid? Generally, eligibility starts at age 60 for specialized programs, but the types of services offered and income limits can depend on where you live. States, city, and county localities can create such differences. A good place to start is to call this national hotline 1-866-949-2372. They can help connect you to free legal services in your area. Your local area agency on aging, AAA, is also a great connector to local resources, including legal services for seniors. Find yours at 1-800-677-1116. And just a quick reminder for our viewers, we're mentioning a lot of websites and phone numbers. Don't worry about writing them down right now. A full list of pertinent references may be found in the video description for you to check later. 7. Property tax relief. This can be a big expense, but many counties and cities actually offer property tax relief programs, specifically for seniors and also for people with disabilities. That kind of relief could make a huge difference in keeping housing affordable on a fixed income. What does that relief actually look like? Some programs might reduce your annual property tax bill by a certain percentage or amount. Others might offer an exemption, meaning you pay less or, in some cases, maybe even no property tax at all. Complete exemption. But the eligibility rules vary widely. Things like home ownership requirements, age cutoffs, disability status, income limits. It's all set at the state or local level. Definitely something one would need to check out locally. The absolute best place to start looking for this assistance is the county or city tax assessor's office. They run these programs, so they'll have the official details. And you can also check that Benefits Checkup tool again, www.benefitscheckup.org. They have a category for property tax relief where you might find leads for your area. 8. Food assistance, SNAP and CSFP. Ensuring access to good, nutritious food can be tough for some seniors. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, is a major source of help for this need. SNAP is the largest federal food assistance program. You probably know it by its older name, food stamps. But now benefits are provided on an electronic benefit transfer EBT card. It works like a debit card. You can use it at grocery stores, some farmers markets, at senior centers, or through certain home-delivered meal programs to buy eligible food items. Many SNAP programs also offer free nutrition education classes or resources. No, tips on healthy eating on a budget, staying active. It's about supporting overall wellness. The actual amount of the SNAP benefit depends on a few things, starting with your household income, expenses like housing and utilities where you live, and how many people are in your household. It's primarily for people with limited incomes and resources, but it's important to know that some assets, like your primary home and usually a car, might not count against you when they figure out eligibility. So don't assume you won't qualify. You can learn more or apply through a USDA information number, 1-800-221-5689, or on the main website, www.fnestusda.gov/SNAP. And again, that Benefits Checkup site often lets you find and even download your state-specific SNAP application. That's at www.benefitscheckup.org/SNAP. There is another food program called the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, CSFP. Instead of an EBT card, CSFP provides a monthly package of actual food items. Nutritious food supplied by the USDA. It's specifically for low-income seniors, 60 and up. So actual food, not funds, and just for the 60-plus group. And a key thing to know about CSFP is that it's not available everywhere. It only operates in certain states and areas within those states, so availability is limited. There's an information line you can call to check availability, 1-866-348-6479. And general info is also on that same USDA website, www.fns.usda.gov. 9. Utility bill help, LAHEAP and Lifeline. This deals with another household expense that can really bite, utility bills, especially heating and cooling. The Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHAP, is designed to help pay home energy bills. This can be for heating in the winter, cooling in the summer. It's really about reducing health and safety risks from unsafe indoor temperatures. The amount of assistance and how often you can get it really varies depending on where you live, funding levels, and your state's plan. It could be a one-time payment or ongoing help. Any low-income household can technically apply. However, priority is usually given to households with folks who are more vulnerable to extreme temperatures. So seniors, people with disabilities, and families with young children often get priority. You can find out if you can qualify and apply locally through a national LIHOP hotline, 1-866-674-6327. And Benefits Checkup has a LIHOP locator tool as well. It's at www.benefitscheckup.org. Another essential utility is phone service for staying connected and safe. Is there help for phone bills? Yes, there's the Lifeline program. It provides a monthly discount on basic phone service. They could be wireless or traditional home phone service for eligible low-income consumers. It can lower your monthly bill, or in some cases with certain providers. It might even offer free minutes or data. The discount gets applied right to your bill. Eligibility is usually based either on having an income below a certain level tied to the federal poverty guidelines, or if you participate in other federal assistance programs, like Medicaid, SSI, SAP, Veterans Pension, and Survivor's Benefit. Those kinds of programs often automatically qualify you for Lifeline. For Lifeline, you typically apply directly through a participating phone company, either one you use now or one you want to switch to. Contact their sales or customer service department. And you can find more details and check your eligibility online at the official Lifeline website, www.lifelinesupport.org. 10. Housing Help, HUD and Section 8. The Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, has programs to help seniors with various housing needs. They provide assistance to help seniors stay in their current homes and find affordable rental apartments, including properties specifically designed for seniors. They also provide options for housing that come with supportive services like meals or light housekeeping, and even resources to protect seniors against housing or reverse mortgage fraud. HUD sponsors housing counseling agencies all over the country. These agencies offer free or very low-cost advice on buying a home, renting, dealing with mortgage default or foreclosure credit issues. For info specifically on senior housing options, HUD's website has a dedicated section, HUD.gov Helping Americans Homeownership. They are often a great connector to local resources, including legal services for seniors. To find a HUD-approved housing counselor near you, there's a helpline, 1-800-569-4287. Earlier, we flagged federal rental assistance as a particularly major benefit to pay attention to. The main program is HUD's Housing Choice Voucher Program, often called Section 8. It's the largest federal rental assistance program, and it serves a huge number of older adults. It's what's called tenant-based assistance. This means if you're eligible, you get a voucher, and you can use that voucher to help pay rent for housing you find. You find yourself in the private market. It gives you choices. A lot of seniors use this. Data shows that about 42%, nearly half of all households getting help through HUD's major rental assistance programs, are headed by someone age 62 or older. That really shows how important it is. And this is the major challenge. The demand for this assistance massively outstrips the funding Congress provides. Estimates suggest that only about 1 out of every 3 older adults who are actually eligible for and need subsidized housing actually receive it. It means there are often incredibly long waiting lists for housing choice vouchers in most communities, sometimes years long. Many waiting lists are even closed to new applicants because they're so backed up. So the lack of available assistance is a huge barrier. It's a major challenge for older adults seeking affordable housing. But when seniors can access it, federal rental assistance is one of the most effective anti-poverty programs we have. It does this by capping rent costs to usually around 30% of income. This then frees up money for other absolute necessities: food, medicine, transportation. This also helps seniors stay in their own homes and communities rather facing homelessness or premature, costly institutionalization. It supports independence and well-being on multiple levels. Definitely a critical benefit, even with the access challenges. 11. Free tech support. Cyber seniors. Now let's talk about another area that was highlighted as a major benefit. One people might not immediately think of: technology support. In today's world, being connected digitally is very important, even for the elderly. Without some skills and technology, it can be very difficult these days to keep in touch with family, friends, and important entities. And there's a fantastic organization doing great work in this area called Cyber Seniors. What's really amazing is they provide free technology support and training, and it's specifically designed for older adults. And a really neat part of their model is that the support is often provided by tech-savvy student volunteers, so it can create an effective intergenerational connection too. They can provide general help with smartphones, computers, getting online, learning specific apps, etc. They offer sessions on activities like creating virtual vision boards, using Google Photos to manage pictures, finding online exercise classes, using tools like Google Keep for notes. They have tech drop-in sessions for quick questions, help with video calls like Google Meet to connect with family, things like iPhone photo album hacks. This can be incredibly useful for anyone feeling a bit left behind by technology or just wanting to learn new skills. You can use this toll-free helpline 1-844-217-3057, and you can browse all the different programs and sign up for sessions online at this website, https://cyberseniors.org. And they also offer volunteer opportunities for people who are tech-savvy and want to help out. It's a great way for younger people or anyone comfortable with tech to give back and make a real difference for seniors in the community. And just another quick reminder, folks, all these phone numbers, websites, program names, the pertinent references are all listed neatly for you in the description below. So as we wrap up this deep dive, we've covered a lot of ground, from financial security programs like MSP and Extra Help, to food assistance like SNAP and CFSP, help with housing and utilities through LIHAB and HUD, and even this fantastic free tech support from Cyber Seniors. All this really underscores the point that many seniors might be missing out on some really vital resources simply because they don't know these programs exist or think they won't qualify. Which is why being proactive, asking questions, and seeking out information is just so important. Don't assume you're not eligible for something. Resources like the Benefits Checkup tool we started with is really a great starting point to explore what might be available. We encourage you to dig into those references we've provided in the description. They have much more detail on each program and links to help you navigate the application processes. Accessing even one or two of the benefits discussed could significantly improve your financial well-being and overall quality of life in your senior years. What's one small step you could take today, maybe for yourself or for a parent or friend, just to start exploring these possibilities a little further? Our next installment will include even more hidden benefits available to seniors and should be available in a couple of days. Keep your eyes open for it. Better yet, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel so you won't miss it, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Your support means the world to us.